Clean up on aisle 3. Clean up on aisle 3. Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Email me. My email's in the description. If you need help with anything pertaining controlling your mind, I'm here for you. Just let me know what it is. Today, like I said, we have a cleanup on aisle 3, and we're cleaning up the subconscious mind today. And that is the gap that we are bridging when it comes to getting to your desired situation versus where you are at now. So your subconscious mind is important. It's essentially your life. It's your paradigm. It's where you are at today. And that was a hard pill for me to swallow when I understood that. It was even offensive to me. But then I realized, hey, I really am in control, and I really want to take charge of my life. And, I've never been the same once I realized this. And I'm sure you understand this, or are starting to understand the power of your subconscious mind. So we're going to talk about this today. And, the best way that I can explain how you can clean up your subconscious mind and fix it up is by letting you know what it is, just in case you might not really understand it. It's the deeper part of consciousness that acts as the creative power of your being. It's a powerful, receptive faculty that accepts your conscious thoughts, right, and feelings as true, and then works tirelessly, yes, 24/7, 365 days a year to manifest them into your reality. So the subconscious mind takes no breaks. It doesn't chill, right? It's constantly at work. That's how much your subconscious mind loves you. Yes. So your subconscious mind here is a layer right underneath your conscious mind. And your subconscious mind is what's ultimately creating your entire existence, right? And your subconscious mind comes from your mindset, your brain. So the conscious mind, right, is taking all the 5 senses in from your environment, your ideas, your dreams, what people are saying to you, all of these things. Your subconscious mind is taking it all in. Your subconscious mind filters these things, and it creates your reality, if you really want to think about it that way, right? So whenever you were a baby, all you were doing is taking all of these things that I just described, the 5 senses, what people are telling you, your ideas, dreams, all of these things. You're just a wide open book as a child because your conscious mind isn't really developed yet. You're still an infant. So the reason why you were where you are right off of the bat as a child was because of what was put into your subconscious mind, through your environment, your parents, and anything like that. And just because you were in a situation that might have been a little challenging doesn't mean it's anybody else's fault. It wasn't your parents' fault. It's not anybody else's fault. The truth is, it's you versus you at the end of the day. You came into this world by yourself, and you're leaving this world by yourself, right? So I'm going to tell you this right now. If you want to change your current conditions, it's important that you understand how the mind works. In this case, how the subconscious mind really works. Then instead of being stuck in old, unpredictable patterns, you'll be able to joyfully and easily shape your desired situation. So that hamster wheel that you're in right now, you're doing the good habits a little bit, then boom, you're back to the bad habits, the stagnation, right, in your life that you're dealing with, right? Those plateau loops of not really advancing, staying stuck, and not really growing and elevating because you want to fit in, you want to be cool with people. All of these things, you can break this through understanding the power of your subconscious mind and understanding that it takes growth, it takes creation for you to really develop your subconscious mind and get to your desired situation, whatever goal that may be, that person that you want to become. So your conscious mind, like I said, chooses thoughts and turns them into pictures, right? And then your conscious mind is going to turn over those pictures to the subconscious mind. And then what's going to happen? Your subconscious mind, which can't distinguish between real and imaginary. It can't tell the difference. It just works. It just is. It expresses the actions and results that align perfectly with the picture you provided, right? And so your subconscious mind really communicates through feeling states, right? So you want to be in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the law of assumption, working from your desired situation, right? You're not chasing anything. You're not chasing any goals. You're becoming the person who is worthy of having what it is that you want, right? So for me, for example, I'm a very fit guy. I played college football. I've been real active my whole life. And so one thing that I do understand is there was no way that I was going to be able to, for instance, be a first team off conference selection and be able to accomplish what I've done with my teammates, right? If I didn't really believe myself to do it. And trust me, I believed and I really worked at it, and I became that version of myself that was doing all of the extra work, right, that it took to get to that point. And I'm here to tell you that it's very real, and all you have to do is really guard your thoughts, right? And so I put a quote here for you to take a look at. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those people who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Let me say that one more time. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those people who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. So what am I trying to say? It's that it's not your fault. You know, growing up, you know, we were taught things and we really never thought for ourselves. You didn't really think for yourself, right? So if you're not willing to learn and then unlearn what you've been learning in the past, because what you've been learning in the past is why you're in your current situation. It's why you're not successful. It's not why you don't want to, it's why you're not who you want to be, right? So if you're not willing to learn what it takes to get to your desired situation, then just disregard everything, right? Because you have to unlearn, because what you've been learning right now hasn't gotten you anywhere. So you need to learn and then unlearn, right? And then relearn. A lot of learns I've been saying, but bear with me. That's all it takes. Be willing to wake up again. Be willing to be called forth, right? You know, to step up to the plate and take accountability. There's people dependent on you, right? So consciously, you might be thinking something new, but subconsciously, your paradigm, your old sets of ideas is controlling your results. That's why you have to be more consistent in changing your paradigm. It's going to take a little bit of time, but trust me, the more you keep at it, the more your subconscious mind is going to take it in, ultimately shift your paradigm to create that life that you want for yourself, right? So that's why you might be thinking, oh, I'm consciously thinking about what I want. Why hasn't anything changed? But hey, it's only been like 2 days, right? You have to keep trying, keep going at it. Keep assuming the wish fulfilled. It's going to happen. Don't worry about how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. Just know it is going to happen, you know, right? You think the subconscious mind is the boss, right? After I explained all of this in the video. Now there's a bigger boss than the subconscious mind. The truth is you are meant to be the boss. You are first. Right? It all comes from you, you know? So in essence, you're going to get what you want, right? By consciously choosing the right programming, right? By, like I said, learning, unlearning, and then relearning. So basically taking advice from people who you want to be like, of people who really have genuine information to provide to you. So after you do that, you have to start debugging or replacing the old paradigms in your subconscious mind, the unlearning aspect, right? You know, and then lastly, reprogramming your subconscious mind with paradigms that support the new idea. In this case, relearning. So these steps literally go hand in hand with this quote. And I feel like it was great to really display how you can essentially learn, unlearn, and relearn through these 3 steps. So again, consciously choose the right programming, debug, and replace the paradigms in your subconscious mind, and then reprogram your subconscious mind with the new paradigms that support the new idea, that support your desired situation. And then you're going to start to see things happen in your life. I can't make this up. You're going to get that phone call, right? You're going to get that offer, whatever it may be. You're going to get that relationship, right? You're going to get that house that you want. You're going to get that money that you want, right? Because you changed within yourself. You didn't focus on the external world. You focused on the internal world. And the internal world is all that matters. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's fix up our subconscious minds together. And in due time, aisle 3 will be clean. Keep going.